Go.
Alright. Hello, this is Fullcolor Danamix first podcast. We're just gonna introduce ourselves. I don't know if you guys want to go first.
Hi, I'm Javi. I essentially one of the founders and CEO and pretty much the business manager.
I'm Kenny. I'm the second founder.
He likes to whisper.
I like to whisper. I promise I'll get louder as the podcast goes on. Just hang in there.
Hopefully in general too.
I'm pretty much going to be feeding off of these guys' energy. Eventually, I might be louder than they are combined. So let's see what happens.
Probably. And I'm Martin. I guess I'm the artist and the guy that mainly does all the gameplay for the site. Today I'm going to be playing Hallownest for the first time. I've never actually really played it, so...
We're going to do a round robin, so the three of us are going to be switching through it.
Round robin?
Yeah, like you'll play, I'll play, Kenny plays.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But we agree to that.
Well, you don't have to play. But no, we're just going to new game.
New game, right?
Yeah. Right now, recently been watching Harry Potter, so I just took my sorting hat quiz.
Yeah, he got a Hufflepuff.
No, I didn't.
He's a little bit.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
He totally did, guys.
No, I didn't. So I can share the screenshot in the show notes.
Show notes.
Okay.
Show notes.
Wait, I need to read this whole shit.
Oh my god. Read it then.
No, well, you guys continue talking.
You read it.
I'm not gonna read it out loud.
They're listening.
Come on, dude. Like that deep voice you have.
Whatever you
Never
want.
mind. Too late.
Nah, I didn't even read it. Okay, so you were talking about the... Dude, how do you even fucking play it, first of all?
It'll show
I mean, it's gonna have a little tutorial, so just hold up.
It's like 3 or 4
okay,
months. You didn't have to trip.
I get you.
But, yeah, so we've been watching the
Hufflepuff.
movies. Okay, so, like, in
back.
all honesty, I did get Hufflepuff. But because my answers were influenced by these two...
Yeah, he took it with us, and we kind of...
Yeah. Like, there was a part...
But, you see, that's the thing. That's the weird thing. Me and Kenny are... we're in Gryffindor. So
No,
like,
I've always been... Okay, this is my 3rd time taking the exam. And I've always gotten Gryffindor until this... let's call it a fuck-up. On their part. Because it's not right, you know? Like, I'm definitely not a Hufflepuff. And...
Wait, Javi, go to the website and read the description.
I don't mean to be offensive to Hufflepuffs, but I'm not like you.
Yeah, Javi's not...
No,
friendly. He's not friendly.
No.
He's not friendly. Like, the website pretty much stated that, like, welcome to the friendliest house, and from that line alone...
Everyone was just like...
Wait, I'm not an ass
no.
either.
Javi?
Like, I do have a lot of friends, but I wouldn't say I'm the friendliest person? Or whatever. So, since it was wrong, I took it again. I obviously got Gryffindor. And then I took my Patronus and I got an Eagle. And I was kind of shooting for a dragon because it's what I've gotten before, but an Eagle's pretty dope, actually. And then Martin's taking the exam before and he's gotten...
I've taken the exam multiple times, but every time I've gotten Gryffindor, so I don't...
Dude, that hurts so much, honestly, that I haven't gotten Gryffindor every time. No, because of this. But whatever.
Okay, so if you hold down the jump button, you jump higher, you just step it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific way
Wait,
to go?
those? Yeah, that's the money.
This is the money?
Yeah, that's the...
This is currency.
Yeah.
What can I buy with this?
There's like... Do they call them knobs? Pause it real quick.
Pretty much power-ups,
No, with the minus
accessories.
sign. Oh, it doesn't show you.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Yeah, it's
like
not going
that.
to show you yet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess
It's like pins, I think. So the pins give you different, like... They just have different effects. So some are like healing, some are like a shield. Some it increases your attack or your sword or your speed.
Probably.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Forgot how to jump. There we go.
Oh, and then when you start collecting soul, and like that soul, like kind of, you can like cast it and stuff. It's pretty dope, yeah. Honestly, right now, don't even like be too like scared. Like nothing big is actually gonna happen.
I want something big to happen.
Yeah, no, when it does, it really does and stuff. But yeah, no, we check the crevices because this game is very like.
Yeah, this is the type of game that rewards you for like.
Yeah, for
being very
exploration.
exploratory.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So I just wanted to note that we're playing on a Switch.
Oh yeah.
And the TV has a lot of latency, so
I feel like those are excuses.
they're not, dude.
I don't know. Honestly, I think that when I played, this is pretty much how it's.
Because I played.
It's not as exact as I would want it to be.
Inspect, you have to push up. Oh yeah. So like
yeah, so that's what you were just telling me.
Yeah, so it essentially you can do different things.
Oh.
But honestly, this game has to be like amongst. Wow.
I just walked into that.
It has to be one of the most beautiful games I've essentially ever played. Like,
okay.
there's a lot of games that like look really real and have really cool like graphics,
Dude,
but this has
fuck?
honestly has to be. Oh, hold A, and you'll you see have you like 5 masks up there? There you go. Essentially, other games have had great graphics, look pretty realistic, but this game just in terms of the way it's made and the colors is just, I think it's beautiful.
I mean, it's off to a pretty good start so far.
Yeah. So like, do you know how we were going through the menus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like that's kind of on some of them. That's what the worlds look like. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you can also go up. You just have to hold it up.
Aha. Dope.
Can you jump off on the sides yet? No.
Nah, I was trying to do that wall jump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I did it earlier.
I think you get that after the mantises. Oh, so Kenny's beaten the game, and I've beaten the game too. But I only got up to the first ending, and I kind of was like, okay, I've been playing this for like 50 hours. I want to play something else. Oh, on those you get extra masks, just for like momentary though.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it's like a shield.
Yeah, I saw it and then you did it, but I was gonna tell you don't do it yet, just so that you can come back and get it. But whatever.
It's fine.
Nah.
That's cool.
Can you reach that?
Nah.
That's because there's an engine's up there. But oh yeah, some parts in the beginning you're actually gonna have to come back. Because
So
if you
there's
look
an
down there,
entrance
yeah,
down
you
here?
see. There you go.
I saw it.
Like you're actually gonna have to come back once you.
Can I make that?
No. You need something
think
else.
so? You think so?
No, you can't.
Don't do it.
I'll just
Unless-
lose a fucking.
It's a blue one. Those are pretty rare.
Alright.
But yeah.
So Kenny's been a little quiet this whole time. Again, he
Oh, there you go.
might just do a whisper.
There's a lot of times where you actually like you're playing and then you have to do that. No, you like kind of maneuver around.
Oh, okay, so I just.
Yeah, that's where you fell.
I brings these words for you alone beyond this point you enter the game. Alright.
You did your house, right? And you got Gryffindor, and then
I got my Patronus.
what was your Patronus?
A dick.
And we can no longer be a family-friendly channel. Thank you, Martin.
I think we were meant
We'll just block that out.
a family-friendly channel, like ever.
Okay, you can edit that out right.
No,
Don't make me do extra.
you're
Come
gonna
on,
beep
bro,
it, and
you
over it's
have
gonna
to.
say like dick, anyways.
Nah, just gotta beep it out. Can I just jump off or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you jump off. Just kidding, you're dead forever.
Oh, okay. I kind of accepted my fate on the way down. I was like, oh, alright.
It was like a yard. You just accepted your fate pretty quick.
I did.
What was your Patronus though?
My Patronus was a wild boar.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Same shit.
What's King Baratheon got killed by a fucking wild
Oh
boar.
yeah, I forgot about that. I don't want to think about that.
Did
shit
you
right
did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he got killed by a wild boar.
So like, just so you know, it was actually Kenny's Patronus.
Kingslayer.
Wow.
Right.
Kingslayer. And what'd you get on your Patronus?
I got a
Oh,
fucking cat.
Now Martin thought that was a dumb idea. I explained to him.
Honestly, though, we were talking about transfiguration, and I said that I would transform into a cat.
Oh, you would?
So I kind of like foretold that I was gonna get a fucking cat Patronus, but so like a moment of silence like this, I kind of feel like you should.
Keep talking. Can
No,
you drop
well-
it off really quick? But
I mean, you could also keep talking, and then you could also like.
have you
edit
taken
it.
your wood one?
Yes.
What'd you get?
your wood?
Damn. Okay, did you
Oh,
guys
I
know?
lost my blue ones.
Yeah, because you suck. You have to
Dude,
sit on the
no,
bench just so
I
you
did-
know,
I sat on
so you
it.
can save. Because like, if you don't do that, like,
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's so true. This is one of those, like, you gotta save at every
time
games.
you can save, or like you have a lot of money, make sure you save, because like if you get hit, like I'll let you figure that part. Never mind.
No, it's because I sat down and destroyed my shit.
It's fine. Just let him have his playthrough. He'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
You'll see
This
the
game
agony.
This game is pretty intuitive, except where you're supposed to go to get the
It's
parts.
not intuitive at all. I don't think it's intuitive at all.
So it's like, oh.
Especially because like
The fuck
initially,
happened
like
there?
when I'm fighting those like bugs and stuff, I measured by how many hits it would take, and that's pretty much all I had to go off of. Yeah, just go straight to the left.
Stop. I'm trying to play this game by myself.
No, you already went to the left, so I know you need a lot of help. Oh, I hate they have to pick up the money.
So first, I have seen a lot of gameplay on this game.
You have seen gameplay?
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even remember how.
But I've seen a lot of like the, I guess, end game playthrough, and then that one time that you guys were going to pass it. One of you is gonna pass it.
The Tournament of Fools, or the actual passing of the game?
No, like the final boss. I think like
Oh.
Mosquito or some shit like that. It was.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a mosquito.
I forgot what you guys were calling him.
His name's Hallownest.
Oh, well, yeah, that guy. Oh, Wasp or whatever the fuck.
Was it Wasp?
What?
Or it was something.
Or was it? Was it the final one? Because now you're kind of making me.
Yeah,
doubt.
I don't know.
Yeah. I like this
Holy
level
fuck.
in the initial. Only because you can get like.
Oh my god.
Wow, you can get a lot of money.
That was on me. I'm still trying to beat it. Can I fucking die?
No.
Okay, I was just.
Not on this one now.
There's some fall damage?
Oh, there is?
I don't know actually. I don't remember.
I don't know, Martin, can you fall?
We should probably test that out here. Like, I mean, just so I could try to grapple
Like,
that.
I want to say there isn't.
Yeah, I don't remember there being fall damage. To be
I'm gonna
honest.
go all the way to the top and then just fall all the way to the bottom. This is
Just fall
pretty
there.
high enough, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just fall there. Yeah, no.
No,
there's
no fall damage. Okay, we're good.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'm just gonna keep going down if
Wait,
that's cool.
did you finish your wand one? Yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah, I got the one. It was a Nashwood wand with a Dragonheart string core.
And I think yours was...
Mine?
How swishy was it? Or how long was yours? It was 12.5 inches, right?
Yeah, 12.5 inches.
How swishy was it?
No, because it says considerably swishy.
Yeah,
Or,
swishy.
or swishy.
Let
Or...
me see. I'll start.
It literally just spells...
Begin the experience.
This is... It's fine. Travelers of Hornest. Hallownest to send through.
To ensure we find the perfect wand for you, it's very important that you answer the following questions honestly. First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, tall, short? Oh man.
Yeah, that's a tough one for her.
Well, because I'm like in between average and tall.
Yeah, but it's asking what do you consider yourself as?
That's true. I'd probably go tall.
Then go tall.
And your eyes. What? Oh, it said tail
guess
for
I
a
can't
second.
go
I was
that
like,
way.
what?
So
And your eyes. Dark brown, black. Blue, gray, brown. Hazel.
Because I can't go that way yet. And then all these motherfuckers spawn again. Sweet.
brown.
Shit, I fucking fell all the way down. So I'm assuming this is like... Never mind.
What?
No, I just...
Just keep going. Oh, look for the guy who's singing that. See that paper? Oh no,
It's right there.
Yeah. On the day on which you were born, an even number, odd number, even number. Do you most pride yourself on determination, imagination, resilience, intelligence?
So while Javi is taking his quiz, I don't know, Kenny, if you want to talk about a little bit about the company and what you guys want to strive for.
Do you want to talk about what we've been doing at the comic book store? That'd be pretty dope.
Sure.
But I have a question. Do you think I pride myself more on resilience, intelligence, Not originality, not optimism, not kindness either. Damn. I'd probably have to go
Out of all of them, I would say intelligence.
over resilience.
No, then it's resilience.
Because I'm pretty.
What are the other two
good
over there?
at outlasting people. Imagination, determination.
No, it's that one.
I went with
Which one?
imagination for me.
Determination.
Me, determination.
Yeah.
Probably. Hey, you see, like we're influencing him. Let's fucking.
No,
Yeah.
but that one, like, for sure.
That one.
Like, the other one, like, it's because that was bullshit. I was like, oh, I would pick invisibility. And Kenny was like, that's not very Gryffindor. And I was like, oh, it turns out it is.
Should I buy a map?
Okay,
I'm
I was
really-
Yes, by the map.
Yes,
Maps
by the
help a
map.
lot.
Unless you want to be hardcore and not.
Yeah. I mean, that would be pretty dope too, but the cool part about the map is like,
Take time.
so let's hold out.
Oh. Which one? The top one?
Yeah, left bumper. So like, there's the map, but you see how there's like these little crevices?
Yeah.
Like, those are actually openings, and you have to fill up the rest of the map.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, this is just a very vague.
Yeah, he just kind of gives
Show.
you the initial part.
Dope.
So like, if you like I said, if you go like push it again, like where you at? Oh, it doesn't even tell you where you're at yet. So wait,
No,
push it
he
again.
doesn't have that charm
Push
yet.
it again yet?
Push it again.
Yeah, push it. Hold it again. So you were just there, and you went.
Push it. I went down.
Fucking Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, are you okay?
He
were
looked
here.
back all scared. He was
You
like, what
were
the
here.
fuck?
Okay. So traveling alone down a deserted road, each crossroads. Do you
Yeah, so did you want to talk a little about what you guys are doing, Kenny, or
What exactly about the comic book store should I talk about, bro?
just anything that comes
Or
to
yes,
mind,
Kenny,
honestly? Yeah,
Huh?
honestly.
Yeah, like how you started, what you've been doing, the progress that you've seen in the store itself, who you're doing it for.
So about maybe one year ago, about.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's
Not
been
to-
about a year.
I mean, it's been about a year.
Well, it has to have been a year because last year you left towards the end of June before I went to Anime Expo, and I
Yeah.
think it's like the second thing you did when you got back.
What the fuck
Well, the
was that?
precursor to that, I actually started interning at a company here local to my city, and it was for marketing.
Okay.
I didn't last too long with them, but what I did learn from them while I was there was that how to manage Instagram accounts and how to make them grow, and basically how to do marketing via them, or at least very general compared to the actual undergoings that me and Javi now implement. But it was enough to at least give me the confidence to go and tell Javi that like I've been learning this, and he suggested that I'd go to the local comic book store that's literally like a walk away from my house. And compared to the other stores here we have in the city, it's without a doubt the best one. Not because it's the nicest store, it has the newest comics or anything. Yeah, almost the opposite. It has like a very vintage feel to it.
Honestly, it's the team that's there also, because I know I've met with Brandon, right? Is the guy that you guys...
Yeah,
He's the owner to the whole place. He's
Brad,
pretty-
yeah.
Brad.
Oh, Brad. His name's
Yeah, Brad, the owner.
Yeah,
He's cool too, and then of course you guys work there. But I've gone to a lot of other comic book stores, and they kind of sound like very condescending a lot of times, especially like someone that's not very into comic books like me, and I buy a lot of comics from my little brother.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And they kind of see me as like someone that's like, oh, he doesn't buy comics. Like they kind of like.
I mean, that's an issue with a lot of the stores. It's
You're
that
trying to break it?
where
No.
it's that they
Yeah, go.
they almost don't want to educate the people that they're trying to sell to. Some people don't know about the comics, especially in the current environment we're at. A lot of the movies are
Could you hear that?
where people get most of their
Information.
information from. If somebody wants to take the leap and try to get into comics, they're gonna need a lot of information, either of what has happened, what is happening, and what could potentially happen too. Especially with like current releases that are going on right now,
And then
like certain events.
on a quick side note of that, it's like, I didn't know this, but a lot of people tend to educate themselves through like wiki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you don't like feel like going back and like kind of sorting through all of it, like I definitely wiki like some of your favorite characters and just figure out like actually it's pretty descriptive, no? Like the storylines and stuff, and I'd pick off on that. I know there's a lot of people that do that. I personally haven't because I frequent comic book stores. I have frequented comic book stores for years and years. So I have a general idea of what I like or what I would not like. And if I don't know, and if I've picked up stuff I haven't heard of or read up, like, it's probably because I just picked up the comic and I was browsing and I just started reading it on the spot, and that's how I got interested. But if you don't know where to start, I would say Wiki is a good place. Just generally searching either storylines or characters that you liked over the movies or heard of potentially. But I would definitely try and get into them. So it was about a year ago, and then you were interning for a place. And then you went up to Brad and asked him to...
I asked Brad, hey, I learned all these things from my internship. I would like to try to practice them. Would it be okay if I started an Instagram for you? Now, he actually told me that a lot of other people had offered him to start the Instagram for him or to just manage the Facebook and all of that stuff. And he... for the most part, had turned them down.
But it's pretty much turned everyone down.
Yeah,
I think the only person... No, not I think, but the only person that's ever had access to creating... who created essentially a Facebook was one of his employees. And, she didn't really do much with it to begin with. And then when she left, there was a huge drop-off, so... Which is crazy, because this is one of the most popular comic book stores in El Paso. And a lot of people actually just naturally followed it for the sake of being the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest too.
Yeah, it's he's been here for 33 years.
30, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So 33. So
No, I think he's 33 years for sure.
He's been around for a couple.
Yeah, so I mean, he has seen the scene like grow and then just kind of slam down and like have like see new comic book stores come up and older ones. Actually, there was a comic book store that was almost as old as he was.
Oh yeah, there was, or even older actually.
Was it older?
It could have been.
Yeah, but
it was an older one.
Yeah, but essentially, what's the best thing and one of the real reasons why he's still going is because he's pretty dynamic about what he does in comics. He doesn't sell new comics as like his thing isn't new comics. Yes, you can go find new comics, but I wouldn't say that it's the go-to place for like variants, because I mean you really don't find variants at his shop.
Yeah.
The variants that I have found are like Comic-Con exclusives.
Yes.
Because he has been going to Comic-Con for years now. That's for sure. And he does bring back variants that are exclusive to Comic-Con, but for the most part, like variants that come out of like buying 1 in 150, 1 in 100, he really doesn't. Oh, watch out!
Oh shit, Mark! Actually, be careful with this guy.
With that guy. Go heal. Go heal. Go heal.
No, don't. The fuck that! Run away! Don't actually try to fight him. He's too strong right now.
He can do it. I think Mark's pretty smart.
I mean, if you can figure out his pattern, go for it.
I can't dodge those fucking thing.
Oh, that's true. He doesn't have the.
No, what the fuck? Go back. There we go.
So and then but he has a lot of like Silver Age comics.
Yeah, Silver. Are they? What
He
are
goes
they?
back. I mean,
Yeah.
and he has everything up as far back as Amazing Fantasy #1.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's not one first appearance that I haven't seen come out of his store. Like everything from like Wolverine to X-Men to
Doctor Strange to Harley Quinn.
no, but even when we saw the Justice League #1.
Oh yeah, the first
Holy
was it first
shit.
appearance Justice League?
Yeah, it was
or
first appearance when they fought that star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna die. Be careful. Just go over him. Yeah. But it was for sure first appearance Justice League. Careful, those attack too. It was first appearance Justice League. But I think he even had JLA #1.
Yeah, he did. He had like for whatever reason, both the first appearance and the #1 ended up coming through the store.
Yeah. And then I know for sure I've seen like Iron Man #1 through 10 a couple times. like the full set, and they're all CGC, and that's the cool part. He doesn't like to sell a lot of these comics loose because he likes to have them officially graded, just so both he and like if you go buy a comic from him, that you're getting exactly what you're paying for.
On a side note, on CGC, I know a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
But I personally feel that what they don't like is that their comics don't come back with the grade they feel it should get. And not that CGC always grades every comic right. I mean, it is people; they are going to make mistakes. But
I would say for the most part, I mean, just generally, I would for sure trust whatever the comic comes back as.
But to be honest, if you're going to buy something as old as an Amazing Fantasy, what is it? What's the first appearance? Number 13?
Oh.
For Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy number 13?
I think it is 13.
Or Amazing Spider-Man number 1, it will always be better for you if it comes back graded. That way you know that the comic wasn't tampered with, or that everything's still intact that's supposed to be intact within the comic.
Yeah. And also, there's, I think, 3 different colors, right? Or is there 4?
Okay, there's the blue one, which is just the comic graded.
Yeah, it's just a general comic.
Yeah, it's yellow when it's...
has a signature. Yeah, so... And what's tough about having a yellow one, what you have to understand is that you have to have someone from CGC there to testify, like, witness the comic being signed by the person. So, if you have a comic that has Stan Lee and you send it over, it's not going to come back yellow and say Stan Lee. Like, someone actually has to be there to verify that it was signed by Stan Lee. So the best way to go by getting a comic to get signed and CGC properly would be at conventions.
I swear to God, if Martin kills this guy in the first try, I'm gonna get pissed.
I don't even remember.
I remember I had to try a couple times with this, and I remember you specifically had to try it too.
I did. Because Martin's just better at maneuvering in video games than we are generally.
Oh really? I figured out he was better at figuring out the patterns and just.
Well, that's why. But he's like, see how he just maneuvered around that? Like, yeah. I'm very berserk. I go in and just knock the hell out of it. So
I think it's a bad habit from hack and slash games, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, I would have to agree. But I know there's blue, yellow. I think purple's the one that you don't want, because purple, I think, means that the comic has had attempts at restoring.
Yeah, like it's either purple or green. I don't know which one.
I think green is like if you have a signature, so it'll say...
No, I think green is like if it originally came with like
a coupon
or
something.
Yeah,
it has a coupon and the coupon's cut out.
Yeah,
yeah,
coupon's
that's what
missing
it is.
And it's...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Martin, you're a monster.
I know.
Did I kill him for sure? Is he done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't do that. What I do that right now.
Grab that.
GG, easy peasy.
City crest.
So you press the minus.
You can, huh?
The minus.
Minus.
And then go to the left.
Oh, the left.
ZL, sorry, yeah. ZL again. It's up, so right there you go. Yeah, so that's just kind of general for comics. Well, we can go over that later, but Brad mainly has like all of these like really important comics, pretty high valued items, CGC'd, and I think not only does he have the inventory of what I feel a comic book store should have, but he has like a really good selection of those CGC comics within himself in terms of different characters, different storylines, and I know if I go, there's always something that I'm keeping an eye on, or something new that I'd really like to get my hands on. I think right now what is at the shop that I want to pick up is what am I trying to blank on the Spider-Man 9/11 comic.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man 9/11.
Yeah, I just forget what number it is. I can't think of the top of my head right now.
No, but I'm pretty sure people know which one.
Yeah, so
and if you don't, it's a special edition that came out
post 9/11.
Yeah, post 9/11. It's a black variant of.
It's not a variant because that's the actual cover.
Yeah, it's the actual cover, and it's just a nice black cover, completely black. I think maybe silver lettering on the Amazing Spider-Man part.
But the amazing part about this comic. Good. Okay, so we actually got cut off for some reason. The laptop or the program stopped recording at the 30-minute mark. But what I mean, the last thing I think we heard that what I was saying is that he has a really large selection, and the reason Kenny mainly and I chose this comic book store to try and consult for and create their social media presence is because we really like being there, and we like being able to. Oh, that's badass power. We really like being able to just hang around. Maybe we could even do some creative stuff there, and it's just generally like for sure for us, it's like the best comic book store in El Paso, and essentially is why we chose it. But so what was it? A year ago, we were in LA. Then you came back, asked Brad if you could do the marketing for his store, and then what? Do you want to fast forward a year? Or do you want to talk about the last year?
Well, let's.
We're pretty far away now, so I don't know if you want to get closer.
Yeah, let me get closer. I'll go over just like a very brief.
Yeah, we can go over this later.
Yeah. But recently, me and Javi, one of the cool things that we've been doing at the comic book store, thanks to the owner Brad, is we've actually started going to comic book conventions and toy shows.
With him.
With him.
Yeah, he's been essentially asking us to go with him for a couple of reasons, but it's kind of funny because we get along very well with the owner, aside from what we've been doing, but he generally likes to take people on trips with him to these conventions to be able to kind of get more hands on deck type of thing, or if there's things to try and buy and stuff, we can kind of divide and conquer. But so I mean, what, fast forward a year now, been going to conventions with him. The Instagram and the Facebook has been doing great.
Mm-hmm.
He's been seeing a large increase in sales through a lot of the media and images and stuff we've been doing. But essentially, this is we've been tuning the horn a little bit, but it's definitely the shop to go to. So post that, I was living in San Diego and then LA, and I moved back to El Paso, and we started Fullcolor Danamix about a year ago. No, it has to be a year ago. And our vision at the time was just to create a blog based around the things we like. So in essence, everything we're going to be talking about is comics, anime, and video games, which is literally our three things that we
Like the bread and butter.
Yeah.
You guys are the comic book. I think we all pretty much like anime, except I'm the, I guess, the noob when it comes to
A little bit. I mean that'll change
anime. For sure. No, comics I have no idea about.
Martin?
I do read a lot of mangas though. I will admit, I read a lot of mangas.
Yeah.
Martin for sure is the video game expert.
I mean,
like, you just guys saw like the big soldier he just took on. It took me like 30 minutes to try to beat
really?
him. Yeah, I was having a lot of trouble.
I'm pretty sure it took me a handful of times. I know I struggled, but I don't think I.
Yeah, but again, Martin didn't struggle. I think it was like your first time, and you like read the pattern.
Do you think you struggled? Did you struggle? Do you feel? Yeah.
Oh, you or me?
No, you feel like you struggled. No, for sure. I mean, Martin, the most games, especially like first-person shooters, he is.
Actually, racing is my forte. Racing games.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Which is like a hidden.
The weird thing
almost.
that you guys don't know is that I'm actually really good at racing games. I grew up playing a lot of Need for Speed. Grand Turismo.
No, I grew up playing Midnight Club 3, Midnight Club 2.
Oh yeah, I played a lot of Midnight Club.
I have I still have my steering wheel for my PS2. Yeah.
I didn't start playing first-person shooters until Halo, which came out on the Xbox. Because I was already in middle school. Which that is a lot of a lot of time since now. It's been a couple levels. It's been years.
So you grew up with the PS2 essentially?
Yeah, I grew up with PS1, PS2.
Yeah, same here. I was very PlayStation minor Nintendo orientated.
Yeah, I played a lot of the played a lot of Star Fox growing up also.
I would play the Star Wars Racer a lot, but so back to what we've been trying to do with Fullcolor Danamix is we want to build a blog, or we're building a blog and building essentially a community based on pop culture of these three things. There's a lot to go based off of pop culture now. Is a bigger array of topics, but we will for sure centralize around these three things, maybe spread out amongst others, but I mean, for sure, right now we don't know what those other things would be. Yeah, so we attend a lot of conventions. We read a lot of comics, animes. Well, watch animes and read the manga. Mainly Martin does, but we're gonna be doing a lot of different stuff. If there's things that you see, or maybe that you don't see that you would like us to do, then go ahead and let us know. But I think we're a little bit different in the sense of what we're doing and how we're doing it, because a lot of people do walkthrough videos and this and that, but I mean, we pretty much just play to play and just talk about the things we like as a bit of a background context. But as you can see, we started off this episode with Harry Potter.
Talking about Harry Potter.
And ended up on a huge tangent about comics.
Yeah. That's fine though. I mean,
so expect that too. We really won't. We have like zero script, and we're not gonna.
And that's the thing that I brought up to these guys right before we started doing this, is that I didn't want to write down a script on what we were gonna talk about, because it kind of like deviates from actual
like
reactions and personality and stuff like that. While I do believe writing down like certain topics to talk about maybe it might help us out. I don't even know where to go.
Money right there.
No, I don't want money. I'm trying where to go.
I don't even know where you're at.
Here, look. I'll just
try and go to the very bottom on the right. Figure out that. But oh my god.
Anyway.
Martin's really good at video games,
I
guys.
promise, guys. I promise.
Actually, if you follow us on Instagram at Fullcolor Game Store or Fullcolor Danamix, the COD posts are mine, but Destiny 2, some Overwatch, and on Rocket League. Why did I draw a blank on like the one? All those posts are Martin playing. He just goes by different tags, but yeah. So you can actually follow some of our gameplay on there. Some of it a bit cheesy, some of it some of the like the coolest probably shots that we've seen. I think there's one where you took in Destiny 2, you took down like 3 people in like 10 seconds by yourself on 3v3.
Oh, I do that shit all the time. To be honest with you. It's
humble brag.
Humble brag.
But if you think you're good and you want to size up, then go ahead. I mean, send us a DM. We'll see who.
We'll either get more humble or
we're
gonna flex harder than we've ever flexed before.
We don't like, we're in the spirit of like playing and stuff. Like, we're here to like chill and like not particularly make enemies. So if you can take it as like a come up, like playing like a friendly versus, I forgot what
it's not even that. If you guys just want to send us some of your gameplay too to post on Instagram, I mean that's something.
No, but what I'm saying is like I don't want people coming in just like talking mad shit. Like, it's like, okay,
really?
cool, like we will talk shit, we will, but we're not gonna like go overboard, and we're not obnoxious about it either. Oh, that guy is annoying, man. Fuck.
Oh, I know what to do. Hold on.
Take it back. Or not.
Dude, I'm trying to
hit it back. You have to hit the little.
Where are you trying
there
to
you
do,
go.
Martin?
I'm trying to hit this. Fuck, not this.
Why'd you?
Oh my god. I know. I need a shoot.
Oh wow, did he even sit on the bench?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
I sat on the bench.
Yeah, but this is the part where I was gonna tell you, like,
I need to shoot those.
You have to go back and find your soul. So, like, you said it's cracked. Does it show you on the map? I think it does. Yeah, it does. You see that's like a little.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. Little eyes. But
is that where my money's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll when you get your soul back, you'll get the money.
But if you die before you get.
Oh yeah, if you die before you lose everything.
Oh, that's fine.
No, it's not. Not always.
Not always. When you.
Because there's been times where I've been like playing 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
Like this game straight just like got me stupid attached to my Switch. Like.
Yeah.
Like. I'm almost ashamed to admit, like, I didn't fucking let it go. Like, I didn't even leave my fucking room. But I would play and not sit on benches, and then like I'd die and then die again. I'd be like, I'm done for like a while.
I'm done for a while. I mean, there's moments where you gain so much money in this game, like close to like 10,000, 20,000, and all of a sudden it's gone.
And exploring the secrets too, I don't think it resets your map, does it?
What do you mean exploring?
Like if you do parts of the map and then you lose a soul, does it keep the feeling that you had?
No, you have to. It depends where you.
Yeah. End up, but.
Or I guess like technically the last save.
Oh yeah, if you don't sit on the bench while it won't update the map. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, that's true. You have to sit on the bench and you have to sit down.
Yeah. So sometimes like you see the little like eyes of the soul like on an offside of the map where you can't even like, or you don't even remember how to get to sometimes. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's your soul.
Oh, that's it. There's still these motherfuckers down here though. I could have gone that way too. I don't even know how the fuck I got lost.
Oh, you have to fight it.
Oh, I have
Sorry.
to fight it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to hit your soul.
Why?
Because
you're a very vengeful, it's a vengeful
yeah,
spirit.
it's a vengeful spirit. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Shoot your caterpillar.
A caterpillar. It's not a, what is it?
Caterpillar.
It's a roly-poly. I don't even know what the fuck to call them, honestly. An armadillo.
Yeah, it's an armadillo. No, because you'll see the caterpillar. You're actually looking. There's a lot of secret spots where you have to find the caterpillars on this one.
I actually found one. Hold on a second.
You have to find the caterpillars. Inspect. Soul eater.
Catcher. At the bench. Right.
You can break that bottom.
There was a way to go up there and I fucking missed it, so just...
Oh, that's where you did the circle. No.
That spell of
Oh,
mine.
I finished the quiz for the wand.
Oh, you did drop screen?
Yeah, that's what I was doing initially. So I got Firwood with a Dragon Heartstring core.
Oh.
At 13 inches and unbending flexibility. Yeah, it's pretty dope. I'm not...
Are you flexing?
Just a bit.
So I'm gonna go back up because I think I missed an area.
Yeah, you'll miss a lot of areas, dude. Sometimes you won't even know, like if you don't like look pretty like diligently at the map.
Yeah. Although I will admit that I've spent a little too much time in this area already.
What is it? I was trying to read about the wand. But I hate that it gives you like a short snippet right away. I actually like the
sorry
wand.
about that, guys. My dog is
The annoying dog.
in the room with us.
In this kennel.
In the kennel. Unbending flexibility. I don't know. I really like the wand. I'm not gonna lie. It's called. It's called the Survivor's Wand.
Why?
Because he had sold it to three wizards. Sorry,
Three
wizards who subsequently passed through mortal peril unscathed. Damn.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty intense, actually. There's no doubt that this wood, coming as it does from the most resilient of trees, produced wands that demand staying power and strength of purpose in their true owners. Damn! I have the better wand. Hell yeah! Fear wands are particularly suited to transfiguration and favored owners of focused, strong-minded, and occasionally intimidating demeanor. That's me.
In Hufflepuff.
Shut the
Hufflepuff.
That is like not Hufflepuff at all. Like Hufflepuff's like play with Twizzlers. Like Hufflepuff use Twizzlers as their wands, bruh. Like.
Oh, you're gonna piss off all the
I am probably gonna piss them off. Like I know we're all like Potterheads and equal, but I am pretty proud of where I come from in Gryffindor, and I was wrongfully sorted into your house. I'm sorry, but it's all good now.
Funny. Fuck you.
Just throw this thing at him.
I don't have any.
There you go. And then keep fighting him, and then jump. See, there you go. Oh wow, he already like.
Ah.
He opened the new thing for you. There you go. See. Wow, how did you not get hit by that? You already developed like enough soul, bro.
True.
And then the thing too is like, Gryffindors are like super athletic, and out of the three of us,
I'm like the least athletic.
I'm the most athletic. By far.
Agree to disagree.
Shut up. Like, it's like this is how it goes. Like, everyone thinks.
Everyone
I
fucking
don't even want to laugh. No.
Damn
Like, I don't know how to be
I don't know
nice.
how to go
Like,
there.
if people would be like, "No, Javi's a real asshole, man," and I'm like, "No, just a little bit." I hate when you don't have that charm. How do you get the charm to like see yourself on the map?
I think you have to go all the way back up, and
The lady,
So far, I've actually
the
really like.
matchmaker's wife will be there, and she'll sell you
the charm. Yeah.
the charm or the compass or whatever it is that you use.
I think it is a compass. But so far, what?
So far, I've actually really liked this game. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of gameplay before.
You know, but
Oh,
Really, like which ones?
fuck, huh?
or like
No, I've seen a couple of people that I watch on YouTube and Twitch stream it, but I've never actually like caught the beginning nor the end of it usually. So I've always just caught like glimpses of it. That's why I know that you could dodge, because I've seen people dodge. I don't know.
you take a dash.
There you go. Yeah, I'm very
Go down.
heavily reliant on. I'm not gonna even.
Oh yeah, so like that animal's actually from like a different one. So you're about to hit the entrance of like the other kingdom, I guess you would call it, or section. You know what I mean? But they're really fucking obnoxious. I hate them. There's some of those that actually have revenge shots.
Some of those.
Yeah. So just be careful like moving forward.
I thought I could. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna die if I don't.
Focus.
Dude, I turned. Dude.
Oh damn.
Oh,
damn.
it falls?
Yeah.
Fucking bitch. God damn it, dude.
So we're actually trying to go to kind of broaden our what's it called, convention places. Right now we've gone to Comic Cons, several of them, and Anime Expo. We are planning on going to Anime Expo next year. We didn't have a chance to go this year, but our goal for that is to actually have a couple of cosplayers sponsored by us to go and attend. And I mean, just be able to do meet and greets and a lot of different other things that I think would be pretty cool. And then to also go to like video. Oh, you can't open that. That's like a train part or something.
Yeah, no.
But go to like video game conventions and try and get some good scores on like some retro video games too, and meet a lot of people in the community.
Yeah. You're a little quiet over there. I don't know if you wanna.
Chime in.
Oh.
But in terms of video games, what do you guys think? Like I said, my forte is really racing games, but I'm really good at FPSs.
Have you
I suck ass, huh?
What?
No, I suck ass at
You're
I suck
fucking
ass
disgusting.
and I suck ass
Stop it.
It is a twice.
at fighting games. I mainly just like button mash for the most
I'm not
part.
good at them either, but I do enjoy them.
But I don't know what you guys tend to.
I'm okay at Smash Bros.
I am notoriously horrible at Smash. But we do have Switch Online, which we try and like play people online too, just to have fun. And sometimes it's pretty fair, like, but sometimes like I think we get our ass kicked a little too fast.
What the fuck was that laugh?
It's just because the game's like a little too fast is an understatement. Not just even a little too fast, just the severity of it.
Yeah, like it's because I have a cousin that's played with pros, so I wouldn't rank him with them, but he's really fucking good. I think I've only seen him lose online once, ranked. So.
And that's because it was Joker, right?
Yeah,
He
like
just got
Joker.
released,
Yeah, Joker had just gotten released, so he hadn't even. I think he had unlocked him, but he hadn't even played with him, so he didn't know how to counter and all of that. And boy, was he fucking pissed. But I think shortly after that, he spent a couple of hours playing with and against him, and then figured it out. But other than that, Smash, I don't know what my 14. What do I like playing? I guess would be the better question.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, Call of Duty is pretty much your thing.
Well, it's not. I'm not like amazing or anything. It's just I have fun because it's easy for me to go in, supposedly go in and play in a couple matches and walk out, which I'll probably spend a couple of hours, sadly. But I really like playing story games.
Oh, yeah, I love playing.
Yeah, I love playing story games. Like the better, obviously the ones that are very well made. I really like Hollow Knight, which is one of the recent games I guess I've played in the last year. I just beat Spider-Man. It was good.
For the PS4?
Yeah, for the PS4. It's really good, but it's just gonna sound like not sound okay. I'm very biased, and I love Batman, and I thought the Arkham series was just the best ever. And not that this was particularly a jab at it, because they didn't try and like rip it. They had a lot of original content to it, but when I finished the game, I was like, I had really no desire to like try and 100% it. I think I left off like at 89 or 82%, and I just kind of left it like that to move on to the next game, because I don't know, I just really love the Arkham games, and fundamentally like Batman's is my favorite superhero. So playing the Spider-Man game was fun, and I feel like they added a lot more pizzazz to it, and they changed the storyline up, especially with Mary Jane being a reporter and kind of being side by side with Spider-Man, which is a pretty good change on her character. But I just can't. I honestly didn't. Not that I can't, and I did try to get into it, but there was a time where I played and I probably got halfway and I just dropped off. But when I was playing the Arkham games, I know I just shotgunned through the whole thing, and I was just obsessed with getting everything under each crevice, trying to get all of the Riddler trophies, which I think except on Arkham Knight I did. But yeah, that one's like a tram. Yeah, you go back up.
I would go back up and get the
tram by the little
compass gun.
Yeah. But yeah, so like when I played it was awesome, but I just really was like, I really liked playing the Arkham series more.
I really do love the artwork to the game.
Yeah, it's freaking
cool. Yeah, it's super beautiful.
It's pretty dope so far.
It's almost like artist pencil meets like digital, but in a very great way. You know what I mean? Because like if you stop, like you can notice the wind blowing through his little coat, even. Yeah. There's like
little details like
that just really make the game. I think you push up. Yeah, you go. Oh yeah, and they never like actually articulate real words.
Like a lot of games. Probably do some bullshit like that.
Nah, I think this game just was like, nah.
I ain't gonna do that.
No, there was one.
Don't do that.
Which one? Do that one?
I think you need the pen and the compass.
Wait, what pen?
The pen?
Yeah, so that one. So you see.
This is the wayward compass.
Yeah, so that one will tell you where you're at, and the other one will fill the map out for you.
Oh.
You don't have any. Just kidding.
Yeah.
And then there's the other ones that'll like that one will tell you where the rest marks are in the map. So it's kind of important.
A blue cocoon.
Where you get the other masks.
Oh, okay. These pins to mark shopkeepers. Stag.
Those where you just did.
Oh, okay. Hot springs. And what is hot springs?
It gives you full life. You use a bench around it. I would try and buy as many of those as you can. The last two you don't really use. Those are up to you. But I would go back and for sure buy the bench one. Sometimes like you're in a new map and stuff, and you're like.
Oh, you want to get the bench one?
I would recommend it only because like when you go into like another map and you're trying to get back to a bench, like you kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sweet.
What was that one? The cocoon? Yeah, like that. A little irrelevant, but not a little, but they are pretty useful.
You said where was the shop at? So I could buy the.
That was the shop.
Oh.
Yes.
So how do you get those relics?
You have to sit down at the pin or whatever.
Oh, at the bench. So go back to.
Yeah, no, I already did it.
No. Set the bench again, and then pull up the minus.
The full menu.
The select. There you go. And then you. Do you see how you have 3 notches?
Yeah.
And it gives you cost.
Increases the amount of souls gained when striking an enemy. Whispers its location to its bearer. Oh, it's like.
Yeah. And
I
then
guess.
like that one. I mean, it's the only 2 you have right now.
Yeah.
So like if you go to the map again, it'll show you where you are at.
Oh. I took a picture back then.
Nice.
Left. Yeah, so you see how now it has your icon and then the bench?
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So I don't know if you guys want to talk. Oh, I didn't mean to go back on there. Talk a little bit more about. Oh, I don't know if you guys want to add some more stuff to what you guys are hoping to get out of this. Not really get out of it, but
I guess
to do with the podcast in itself.
So that's just a little bit of essentially who we are and what we're trying to do. Actually, a little bit more who we are. I don't think we've.
I don't think we really talk about what we want to do, but to be honest with you, it's already. The time's already kind of.
It's already about to be an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just I guess really quick on part of who I met Martin back in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met you in middle school. And I think since like I met you, we've kind of essentially always done the same thing. You just fuck around and talk about video games.
Pretty much.
No, I mean,
fuck around.
We just. I mean, I wouldn't say like we were delinquents.
Yeah, I was a delinquent for sure.
Not really. I mean, okay, yeah, you kind of.
I wasn't choosing shit.
I mean, not to the extent where it's like, damn, this dude's like not doing things he's not supposed to. But we were just like.
Ne'er-do-well.
Yeah, we're just doing dumb shit, man.
All the
like,
time, bro. I'll say that for myself. I was just doing stupid shit all the time.
Yeah.
Cool.
You guys are the bad kids.
We weren't the bad kids in terms of like things you probably shouldn't be doing, but we just were like causing mayhem. I think would be the best way to describe it.
We were like what's the word? Instigators to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's actually the best way to describe it. Like, did I have you for keyboard class in 8th grade?
Yeah, with that old lady. I forgot which one was the name.
Remember her name? We didn't say stories about that, which is pretty bad. But nah, you get out of it. You're not gonna do anything there. But
I mean, if anything, I'm probably just gonna go back to the beginning to wrap this up.
Yeah. Okay. And then I met Kenny in Cal 1 in college. Fuck. 2013.
Calm
I'm
down.
sorry. I'm just like jumbling a bunch, but. Yeah, this episode is a bit all over the place. It's usually what's gonna happen.
Well, we'll probably get a little bit better on not going off on tangents.
Too many at least.
Too many.
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that we're gonna be strictly.
Yeah,
they're
always on point.
Yeah, there's never not gonna be a tangent. There will only be less tangent.
Yeah, probably sometimes. I don't know, but
we'll do our best.
Yeah, I mean what we were talking about today is essentially what you'll be hearing more of.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Video games, comics. We didn't really talk about anime as much.
No, but we can do that another time.
We're gonna how he just watched an anime movie that had us crying like
sobbing. Yeah. But well I don't want to admit that actually. But
alright guys.
There's generally things we really like I said. So if you'd like to join us, awesome. We'd really appreciate the support going both ways, you know. So signing off. My name's Javi.
My name's Martin.
My name's Kenny.
And thanks for listening to Fullcolor Danamix Podcast.
Signing out.